I think when you have a character like Suzuki, and then when you fast forward to her being so happy, and then you fast forward to the immediate end where she she get her whole day ruined by a picture like this. I think that picture encapsulates the entire episode as a whole, where there's been up and down for their relationship as a whole. Because while you have Suzuki, who's very expressive, Tani, on the other hand, she's very deadpan, and it's just so crazy to me seeing how Suzuki again, like Suzuki is just so she's just so adorable at how she acts as a character. She tries so hard to win. She overthinks things a lot with Tani, and with Tani, she just kind of takes it as it is. He doesn't really, he's not really an emotional guy compared to Suzuki. For Suzuki, it's just so crazy to me how like when you overthink stuff like this,
彼女彼氏
and like again, she's just now realizing the magnitude of this relationship. She's just now realizing, oh my god, I am actually in a relationship. It is actually crazy to me how silly of a character she is. But I actually like that in a character when a character is as rambunctious and as goofy as her. I think there's a lot of spice, a lot of fun that could be had with a character like that. Even in real life, I genuinely prefer a girl like that. And it could again, like she's just so yeah, she makes the he has so many expressions that even Tani himself is genuinely surprised. Like it is so crazy to me to see how the two characters are just they're like I said they're the complete opposite, but they work so well together. And again, even though this is just an intro, I'm just really surprised on how he just taking it on the chin. He just taking it on the chin. What Suzuki normally he's normally very chill with everyone that's not
緊張
her.
する
Like again,
彼
she's
も
chill
一緒
with
にい
these
るんだった
people,
ね鈴木ママ
literally everyone else except him. Like it's actually crazy to me. To the point she's literally beatboxing and actually just trolling around the school, just in such a giddy mood. And it just, I really like this episode as a whole. Where even right here, I think this was probably the highlight of the episode where you see this beautiful shot of them like put off the silliness for just a minute and actually become serious with one another. When you see Tani actually just
こ
full
れを
on just say it,
伝えておきたくて。
えあれ
like it's just
今
so
日なんか言いたげだったのって
it's just so adorable this shot right here, and just like we could really tell that the animators, the studio, I believe it's Studio Lapin Track, they really worked their butt off for animation like this. I think that the animation with Ballistic, I think they really showed their passion and their craft for anime like this. I think episode two really was significantly better than episode one. And episode one was already a pretty good episode. And I don't know how many episodes this show has, but we're off to a significant start considering that as far as romance anime goes, I would argue a lot of people will say that Polar Opposite is the best one. Because for Polar Opposite, the main one that people are really liking, in my opinion, is Come On B Side. I have not watched Come On B Side. Come On B Side, Polar Opposite, and You Can't Be in a Rom Com. I think for the most part, that's what the majority of the people like. I would argue that people will say this one, these two right here. Like, these two are absolute masterpieces in terms of anime. I would genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, actually recommend these people to watch either one of these two because they are just stunning. Actually, great chemistry between one another. Like the voice actors, even in the English dub, I think is phenomenal. Again, the expression, the animation, the like. I actually found this cute how she actually was considering wearing a dragon shirt to a date, but that was actually maybe a giggle a bit because to wear a dragon outfit to your first date is actually insane. Granted, that's probably something I would do, but as a joke, because it sounds so fun and goofy. It's just so crazy to me. Because like to be. 'Cause I'm assuming Suzuki had never been in a relationship because she has no clue how to act around a guy like Suzuki. He like this is her first major crush, and for her to be as clueless, and I would argue that even someone like Suzuki is clueless too. Like this guy is absolutely clueless. Like this guy is absolutely clueless, and it's just so cute seeing how Suzuki she thinks she had to force herself to be feminine, but that's just not the reality. You could be whoever you want, and you will find your soulmate. And Tani, he doesn't really care. He just doesn't really care all that much. It's just so cool to me seeing how Tani. I just really like Tani a lot. I think Tani's awesome. I think Tani really like he doesn't hold his emotion on he doesn't hold his emotions on his sleeve like someone like Suzuki. He while like again like Suzuki
さん
was genuinely like tears and everything. Tani is Tani is just more so he just more so takes it on the chin. You don't really it's really hard for him to it's really hard for Suzuki to read his emotions to gauge the performance of the date besides herself. It's really hard for her to really get inside that noodle of Tani. And for Tani, he actually like does admit, and it's just so crazy to me how seeing how like there's a lot of good shots from this episode, a lot of beautiful cinematography, a lot of beautiful shots that we have seen, and I think the anime really does it's just so color. It is shocking to me how colorful the anime is, but it works super well. That's really all I gotta say. And not only that, I think anime in general, not even just this season, but next season, April to June, I still think Polar Opposite will still be one of the best romance anime because we don't even have like you look through this list of all of the anime that's coming from April to June. As far as romance anime goes, there's not any big romance that really stands out to me. There's nothing really big. Like the biggest one people would probably say is something like Rent a Girlfriend, but for the wrong reason. Rent a Girlfriend is actually just trash, in my opinion. I think the anime is doo doo water. But other than that, I think the only other anime, for me at least, again, that I think people will like a lot as far as romance goes is Angel Boy Me Next Door. I still think this anime was really good. The first season was awesome, but beyond that, they actually did a great job with this. And I cannot wait for the third episode. But regardless, I'll see you guys. I don't know.